Hi, today is part one of my shopping day in Holland, Michigan. Earlier this summer, my youngest daughter and I took an entire Saturday to visit the antique shops in Holland and hit a few of the thrift stores too. In today's episode, I'm showing you the wooden shoe antique store, and we'll be visiting the Holland Goodwill. Next week, I'll show you part two of the shopping trip, Not So Shabby Antiques and the Zealand Goodwill. And I will show you my haul at the end of next week's video. Enjoy! Our first stop in Holland was at the Wooden Shoe Antique Mall. I've been here many times, and this place never disappoints. It's not huge, but they pack so much beautiful vintage and antiques into here. And of course, with it being in Holland, Michigan, just about every booth had some Delft. And it's kind of overwhelming because there's just so much. You can't imagine that much exists in the world. But the Dutch people who live in Holland, they have a lot of it. Now those pink glasses, I'm going to come back later and see how much they were because I have some of those at home. There is so much Pyrex, Corning, Corel throughout the store. Booth after booth had full sets. It was just amazing to me. Prices were about what I thought the prices would be. Lots of baskets too. Of course, good quality baskets. And the prices, again, the prices weren't great. They weren't something that a reseller would want to put money out for. But if you were collecting for your own home, I guess they were pretty great because they weren't outrageous. They were just enough too much for me on most items, for me to not be able to get the kind of margin I need to get to make it worthwhile, for me to buy something, clean it up, list it into inventory, photograph it, write titles, descriptions, and tags for it, and put it in my shop. I like to get about at least a 60 to 70% gross margin. Now that's, of course, gross margin is before I take out all of my business expenses. So by the time I take out all my business expenses, then we're down to a 40 or 50% margin. So I have to be very careful what I source. But I do love shopping in antique malls. They're curated so beautifully, and this was a really neat booth. This booth has been there for quite a long time. My daughter actually wanted to buy that cross stitch, and I tried to talk her into it, but it was a little bit above her budget. She has a son who absolutely loves birds, so they have a lot of bird-themed decor at their house. I was happy to see there was so much white milk glass. The prices were not bad. In a future video, you'll see that I have a lot of white milk glass vases I'm going to be dealing with pretty soon. I didn't know there were Precious Moments magnets, but they had them. And of course, I'm always looking for Precious Moments wedding figurines because I sell a lot of those. I don't buy any of the other figurines unless it's something that's super cheap and something that's super cute, because I have a lot of my own collection from back in the 80s and 90s that I actually need to start selling. Love that clock. Absolutely. I have a thing for clocks. You probably know that already. There were plenty of floral plates everywhere throughout this entire mall, and they were just beautiful, just priced a little too high for a reseller to make a good margin on, but I sure enjoy looking at them. There was a little bit of Christmas scattered here and there, but then there were a couple of booths you'll see coming up that had a lot of it. I love looking at the Fiesta. I have some of that pink in Florida. Again, a full set of bowls, which I thought was incredible. I'm always on the lookout for the oval, I think they're breakfast plates, maybe salad plates. That was a really pretty piece of glass, but it was so lightweight. I thought, I don't want to have to mail that. Now, something that surprised me throughout this mall and the other mall that we went to, there were all kinds of brass, time out here. Take a look at these hens on nests. I think the prices are starting to come down a little bit. 110. That's a lot less than what I was seeing them for 3 or 4 months ago. Oh, back to my brass candlestick story. It's amazing to me that all the brass candlesticks seem to be priced similarly, and they're all priced as though they were Baldwin or some other good brand, which kind of surprises me, but I don't know. My daughter was enthused over that strawberry cookie jar. I couldn't bear to tell her that I used to have one. When I first got married, my kitchen was all in strawberries. And of course, when I got tired of that, I sold everything in garage sales. Crazy me back then, huh? We loved those spode plates. She was actually looking for 8-inch plates to put in a plate holder that she's got. And those were just a little too big, but they were beautiful. Another piece of Hadley here. I love this stuff. And this was a piece I had actually never seen before. If you're finding value in this video, I just want to remind you that I have several digital products in my Etsy shop created specifically for vintage sellers. Now, these are practical tools based on the same systems I use in my own business. There's an Etsy listing checklist to help you catch important details before publishing, and a bundle builder worksheet for turning smaller or slower moving items into more appealing sets. I also offer a vintage reseller business guide with planning pages and tools to help you organize your sourcing, your inventory, your listings, and your shop goals. And because pricing can get confusing, I created a gross profit margin pricing guide that helps you quickly see how your item costs and your selling price affect your actual margin. I always carry that in my purse with me when I'm out sourcing so that I don't overpay for items and then end up sacrificing my margins in the end. Now, all these products are instant downloads, so you can print them or use them digitally. You'll find them in the Etsy Seller Resources section of my shop, and I'll leave a link in the description below. Now let's move on. This is a beautiful set. They wanted $425 for that, but if you wanted to collect it, like if I wanted to collect it, I probably would have paid that much for it. There's a familiar looking Lazy Susan there. My mom had exactly the same one when I was growing up, and I think it's probably in there in the china cabinet still, in her china cabinet, which I have at my house. I was impressed at all the casserole dishes they had that had lids. They were complete sets. Tulips everywhere too, along with the Dutch themed Delft and so on. My best friend's mom still uses her Corel, that's the white with the gold on it. I thought it was kind of cool that they had a large set of it there. You don't usually see that much of it anywhere. And again, more and more of these full sets. Just incredible to me. If someone was collecting Pyrex, this would be the place to go because the supply seemed to be endless. It was in so many booths. And again, I love the Hadley. I might have told this story before. When I was growing up, my mom's friend, that was her dinnerware, and she had lots of the accessories. And I used to think, oh, it was so dumb. It looked like her dishes had been painted by her kids, in art class at school, but now, of course, I have a much larger appreciation for M.A. Hadley. I haven't sold a bluebird for a long time. Hey, if you are watching along here and you see something that you would have picked up and looked at, drop it in the comments down below. It's interesting to see what everyone shops for. We all shop for something different. And boy, if you want some Delft, this is where to go. Now, there is a Dutch village, sort of a touristy place there in Holland, and they have an authentic Dutch kiln where they do make a lot of Delft in the way that they're made in the Netherlands. They make it right there in Holland, so there's a huge supply there. I saw those little sets of wooden shoes made out of the Delft, and I have a set of those at home that I got when I visited the Dutch village one time. Another complete set of bowls, another complete set of refrigerator pieces. Just beautiful. And of course, you know, I love looking at the glass. I love the colorful glass. I love the clear glass. I like all the glass. And there, of course, is a pilgrim. Love that cranberry pilgrim. I usually get pretty overwhelmed looking in display cases. I typically don't shop the display cases because I just find it so overwhelming. These weren't terribly crowded. I love that goose there with the baby geese next to it. Here again are some more hens on nests. These were the small ones, priced about $50 a piece. They looked very authentic to me, though. They did not look fake at all, or didn't look like they had come from Amazon or Temu. I loved that piece of green and pink glass there. That was just beautiful. Okay, I've come back to these pink glasses to see, okay, they want $40 for a set of 4. I have a set of 8 at home that look beautiful with my Taylor Smith Taylor Forever Yours boutonniere dishes. So I guess I'll hang on to mine because I really like the way they look with those dishes. I just love the way they have their booths set up here. They have such cute display pieces. I mean, look at this. Perfect for all those salt and pepper shakers. Look at all the salt and pepper shakers. They're so cute. So I wanted to see, okay, what's the price of a set? And this set was $19.95. If you're looking for that, that's great. Now, I'm more attracted to the flamingos, but that was kind of pricey, $15.50 for just one of them. I'm not totally convinced that was authentic jade out there. I didn't look into it too deeply, but if that plate's only $15.50, I'm thinking maybe it's reproduction. I don't know. And then look at this. Look at these sets. Set after set after set with a lid. And not really priced too badly. I didn't think it was priced too badly anyway. If I wanted one of those pieces, I would have picked them up. Now, this copper was just beautiful. I think I have a video clip of it elsewhere. And again, plates everywhere, so many plates. And the pink glass, actually I saw so much pink glass here, I almost decided not to sell my pink glass from my collection that I just don't really use much. Besides that stemware, I don't use my pink bowls or anything like that. Since I'm not in Michigan anymore at Easter, I used to use them for Easter meals. So I don't know, if I get caught up on all my listings this summer, maybe I will list some of my pink glass. I don't know. Now I apologize for the flickering here. That's due to a ceiling fan that was up above this booth. The ceiling fan felt good and I didn't notice the flickering when I was videotaping. Here's some more pink glass. $4.95 for a small plate. That looks pretty good. Now the flickering's done. I do always check the snow babies because if I can get one for about $6 or less, I usually pick it up because I sell a lot of snow babies at Christmas. Need a phone? We couldn't wait until we got rid of those rotary phones and had the push button phones, and now everyone wants the rotary ones back. I don't know. I don't think we'll ever go back to a landline in our house. And here we see some flow blue. There was not a lot of flow blue, but there was enough that you saw it in more than one booth over there. What you didn't see a lot of was crystal stemware. There are some little cordial glasses there. I did not see a lot of crystal anything here other than just little serving pieces and serving bowls. Some familiar pieces from my childhood. I actually have that pink Fenton basket at home, and I used to have a white one, and I don't know where my white one went, but I still have the pink one. I won't be selling that. Now, surprisingly, I did see quite a bit of marigold carnival glass, but that was just about the only color of carnival glass that I saw there. I think one booth had a pitcher and some glasses in the blue, purple. I'm not sure whether they call it purple or blue, but most of the carnival glass I saw was marigold, and I wondered if it was selling at all. Now, this is a unique piece I'd never seen before. It's a Longaberger hen on a nest. I thought that was beautiful. Little pie bird and a fiesta piece. More floral plates. So pretty. So pretty. This is a great price on this set of 6 canisters, $94.50 for 6 of them. If I was in need of canisters and that look appealed to me, I would buy those. That's a really good price. But alas, I have my mood blue indigo all throughout my house, so plenty of canisters in that pattern, so I don't need any new ones. And I certainly would not want to try to sell those on Etsy and ship them. That would be a nightmare. Not a lot of mid-century pieces at this particular mall, other than, I guess, the glass that is mid-century. I do love that Miss America pattern, but I don't have any of it, so I don't really want to start collecting stray pieces. One thing I appreciated about this mall was it was all vintage and antiques. Now, they did have a lot of booths with record albums and DVDs and VHS tapes and books, but I didn't tape those. My daughter was interested in looking through a lot of it, but that's not what I look at, so I just didn't get any footage of that. So after we finished here at the Wooden Shoe Antique Mall, we headed over to the Holland Goodwill. So stay tuned and we'll go there next. This Goodwill was very nice, very clean, but they didn't have a lot on their shelves. The shelves were pretty bare, and a lot of the merchandise was missing the price tag, so I don't know what was up with that. They did have a few cute things, not a lot of vintage, and definitely not a lot that I would pick up to resell. But I will say their prices were not terrible at this particular Goodwill. Are you seeing anything you would have picked up? That little votive cup was $5.99. I thought that was a little steep. And I wouldn't normally pick up votives unless they were in pairs. Now, I like that set of praying hands, but upon touching it, it was not ceramic. It was not good quality. They did have a lot of glassware. Well, maybe not really even a lot. No crystal though. And it was really pretty expensive. $3 a glass for just plain glasses. And many of them, I noticed those ones with the circles on them there. I had those one time. Those are from IKEA. You know that I don't care to shop for mugs. I think I do end up picking one up here that I thought was kind of cute, but then when it was in my hand, it was very lightweight ceramic. Yeah, there it is with the florals, and that's the kind of mug that chips very easily, so I put it back. I didn't see any mugs worth picking up, and then the dishware was just about as disappointing as the rest of the merchandise at this store had been. Everything was just plain. There was nothing really vintage to speak of. There is a piece there. I think that's Goofus glass. I've never sold that, so I don't know how it is. $3 if somebody wanted it. There it is. Now, this is a piece that, somebody who's collecting that might have wanted it for $2, but I certainly didn't want to ship it. It's too heavy. They weren't selling their sets all together. They had them kind of pieced out, like all the salad plates or all the dinner plates had different prices, so I'm not sure what was up with that. And they had the same thing going on with this other china set. You either bought all the plates or you bought all the cups for a price. This I thought was kind of cute, but my goodness, $12.99. I think you could buy that just probably at Walmart or Target or someplace like that for probably less than $12.99. That was a lovely plate, but the paint was pretty well worn off of it. I hope you enjoyed spending time with me at Wooden Shoe Antiques in Holland. In my next video, part 2 of this shopping trip, we'll be visiting Not So Shabby Antiques, which their card says it's voted #1 antique store for 4 years in a row in Holland's Community Choice Awards. And it was a gorgeous store. You're not going to want to miss that. And we'll end this series with a quick trip to the Holland Michigan Goodwill. Thanks so much for being here today, and I'll see you next time.